silibandla lelikhethwa nemingcele sisahalalisele emakhosi nelive ngandiphethe sijinga siphinze futhi siwabongele emakhosi ngemsebenzi losetulo eveke welikhetho sisidengcile itigaba tokuqala lebe sikito nyalo ke sekuseleke isigaba lesisisetulo ke lokungisona sona ke lesi sitawu siniketa iParliament yethu isinikete futhi emabandla enkundla lokuba ubuchopho ke lobakhiwa induna tetinkundla lokungibona bosihlalo bese ke nabo ubuchopho bemiphakathi benkundla labakha lobuchopho lelibandla lenkundla lokungilona lelisebenzisana kanye neParliament nahulumende welive leMswati wonkana bongosi emalanga umuntu akandlulise lokuthi umhla ka-26 we-special voting bese ulandzela ke umhla ka-29 September walolukhetho lelukhulu lukhetho lwesibili lesongilona loluyi-final ngalawo magama amalangeni sikhutha lwandle sibongele live lebongosi bayethe wena waphakathi wena ungangezindaba Bose.
It has just gone 8 o'clock Central African time. Good evening and welcome to the news bulletin at 8, brought to you by Eswatini TV. I'm Sanabo Ngon. I'm with Namakabes Nkambule. We're coming to you live from the Hospital Hill Studios in Babane. For your top stories at 8, let's dive straight into it and take a look. His Majesty King Mswati III says Mswati who are currently living in the United States of America should remember to go back home with knowledge and experience that will assist the Kingdom of Eswatini to develop in many aspects. The Minister of Public Works and Transport has challenged the Royal Eswatini National Airways Corporation to upscale income-generating programs. Hello again, and now for the news in detail. His Majesty King Mswati III says Mswati who are currently living in the United States of America should remember to go back home with knowledge and experience that will assist the Kingdom of Eswatini to develop in many aspects. Now, the King was addressing Mswati who are currently residing in the United States of America.
These are Mswati who are currently residing in the United States of America due to various reasons like working in this country, for education, and other various reasons of life. The United States of America is one of the countries with a huge number of Mswati living away from home. Other countries with the highest number are the Republic of South Africa, the United Kingdom, and the Republic of China and Taiwan, to name a few. Present during the event was a Eswatini ambassador to the United States of America, Her Royal Highness Princess Lindiwe, His Royal Highness Prince Begogwakhe, Chief Jozane, and the Minister of Foreign Affairs and International Cooperation. Ingwenyama, addressing Mswati in New York, said they should note that they are supposed to go back home with their knowledge and expertise to assist the country in development and to attain its first world status.
Siyathokoza wekusinani niyasebenza lapha siyakholwa ukuthi ndawusebenza kahle niphakamise igama leMswati aqhubeke ahlonipheke eMswati ngoba eMswati atiwa ngenhlonipho nanokuba abantu abaphansi abakwati kuneptimisela nemsebenzi nangabobongana wekusike yawo nelive lakhile kulamalanga sikuma elections sivele singenele umkhankaso welekhetho nakwaphiwa uhulumende lumusha lesikuthandazako sileMswati sithandaza nje ukuthi wonke kuhambe ngomoya omuhle, uhambe ngomoya wokuthula, uhambe ngomoya wokubambisana. Lesikholwa konekwe ukuthi nasibambisene sikeMswati kuyawusitha kakhulu nelive lithuthuke leSwatini.
Mswati got a chance to introduce themselves to His Majesty and further stated their reasons why they are in this country. His Majesty gave the students a gift to take care of their needs while in this country.
Mswati khona labafundzako awu sebatawusonzela ngabo imvuna kukhona ingwenyama lethi lokho ke batawukhona ukuthi bagibele titimela uma baya esikolweni baye
On the news, I'm Polile Mazia in New York, in the United States of America.
The acting Minister of Foreign Affairs, Lady Howard, received the SADC Electoral Observatory Mission, which paid a courtesy call on her in the Ministry of Foreign Affairs offices in Babane.
As the world's eyes are fixed on the Kingdom of Eswatini due to the ongoing election process, which will see constituency councillors, constituency chairmen, and members of parliament being elected into their respective offices, the country has started to receive election observers from international organizations. First to arrive in the country is the SADC Electoral Observation Mission, led by its chairman Enoch Gavindele, who paid a courtesy call to the minister.
Peaceful elections are what we desire. So we really are here, Honorable Minister, just to make sure that we assist if we can. Elections are quite tricky at times.
The acting Minister of Foreign Affairs, Honorable Lady Howard, says Eswatini is more than welcoming to international election observers, as the country also forms part of observer missions to other countries when they conduct their respective elections.
We are, of course, friends. We belong together, we're Africans, and we are helping each other out. We do appreciate your presence in the country, more so to observe our elections, so that at least we are sure that we have been doing the right thing, and also to ensure that our elections are free and fair.
The SADC Electoral Observation Mission is expected to compile its own report about the country's elections once they are over. Reporting for Eswatini TV News, I'm Mbangwa Dube with Vuminko Sinzinisa in Babane.
The Minister of Public Works and Transport, Chief Ndladla Ndwandwe, has challenged the Royal Eswatini National Airways Corporation to upscale income-generating programs. The Minister was speaking when announcing the new Board of Directors of the Royal Eswatini National Airways Corporation.
Indvuna itiko letemisebenzi lemikhulu nekutfutsa sikhulu Ndladla Ndwandwe emhlanganweni nebetindzaba ngalesine yetfule libandla lelisha lebacondzisi benkampani yahulumende yetindiza i-Royal Eswatini National Airways Corporation kafishana RENAC leliholwa ngumndeni Mazibuko njengasihlalo.
Inkampani yaka RENAC ke bekunene cishe isaphila ngahulumende kakhulu, imali lesebenta ngato ngiletiphuma kuhulumende.
Speaking when ushering in the new board, the Minister of Public Works and Transport, Chief Ndladla Ndwandwe, tasked the new board with resource mobilization projects amongst other tasks.
Inkampani yaka RENAC ke bekunene cishe isaphila ngahulumende kakhulu, imali lesebenta ngato ngiletiphuma kuhulumende. Ekusebenteni letindiza delive. Lesingathi asikubonga lokukhethekile. Libanga lelitse hulumende lalisebentile ngaye RENAC kuthi kubuyele i-airline yelive ibe khona lesibita nga Eswatini Air.
The new board chairperson Mdeni Mazibuko assured the minister that they will implement the mandate given by the minister.
Give you assurance, Honorable Minister, that this work we're going to hold it with both hands, and we receive with gladness the mandate that you are giving the board.
The new board members include Thulasizwe Dlamini, Zinhlelo Mahoza, Getika Michael, Abner Dlamini, David Milling, with Renac CEO Captain Kliniso Dlamini, and the peers in the ministry, Tulani Mkalipi. Reporting for Eswatini TV News, I'm Samkal Swekoza with Zondo Mlangeni and Temba Shabangu Matsapa.
The Ministry of Agriculture's Principal Secretary, Sydney Smelane, says food is one of the most urgent and basic needs for human life. Now, therefore, access to safe food is a right and not a privilege. That is the government's responsibility to ensure that food produced for export and domestic consumption is safe for all human beings. Smelane said this during the Strengthening Food Control and Phytosanitary Capacities and Governments workshop.
The Eswatini Parliament has held a stakeholder engagement on developing a training plan for the upcoming 12th Parliament. Clerk to Parliament Benedict Klaba unpacked the objectives of the meeting.
We want to set a strong foundation so that our parliament can perform very, very well. So by then having this meeting, we are consulting various ministries on the areas that we need to prioritize, especially for the induction of the new parliament, for the honorable members of parliament and senators.
Auditor General Timothy Matsebula says this meeting is important because politicians must be oriented on the country's governance system and transparency.
We'll work together to see how they are being oriented from PFM system of the country, budgetary processes, accountability and transparency, on the audit processes and on the auditor's report, on the PC recommendation that are there already to see how can we improve the implementation of the PC recommendation.
The clerk to Parliament said the Parliament will now hold such meetings in a quarterly basis. Reporting for Eswatini TV News, I'm Samkal Swekoza with Simuva Shongwe, Manzini.
Apologize for the technical glitch on the recent story that we just played. That was the story that we were supposed to play next. Now, the Ministry of Agriculture Principal Secretary Sydney Smelane says food is one of the most urgent and basic need for human life. Therefore, access to safe food is a right and not a privilege. That is the government's responsibility to ensure that food produced for export and domestic consumption is safe for all human beings. Smelane said this during the Strengthening Food Control and Phytosanitary Capacities and Governance workshop.
Eswatini is among 8 African countries under the European Union that has set up the assessment of the food control system. The Minister of Agriculture Principal Secretary Sydney Smelane elaborates.
This assessment came at an opportune time when the country's main focus is towards growing its agriculture and food industry by leveraging the liberal trade agreements which we have entered into. These being the Africa Free Trade Agreement and the Economic Partnership Agreement with the European Union.
Assistant Food and Agriculture Organization representative Kayisile Mabuza says the system's main goal is to assess the country's national food control system, documenting its status, setting a baseline and prioritizing investments.
The government of the Kingdom of Eswatini officially requested to undertake the assessment with the technical support from FAO and co-signed the project under the Sanitary and Phytosanitary SPS policy framework.
Food and Agriculture Organization International Consultant Miguel Cardo talks about some of the key findings.
There is no interministerial group to coordinate the development of a comprehensive food safety policy, setting clear national goals, objectives and responsibilities for food safety and quality controls.
During the past 9 months, the Eswatini Food and Control Regulatory Authorities have been working close with the FAO Assessment Facilitation Team. They have undergone workshops and trainings and have collected data across all competent authorities, and 31 focal points were trained. For Eswatini TV News, Fortune Dlangamandla, Manzini.
The governor of the Central Bank of Eswatini, Dr. Philip Nisi, has announced that the bank has decided to maintain the interest rate at 7.5%. The governor has been speaking when delivering the monetary policy statement on Friday.
During a press meeting held on Friday at the Central Bank, the governor of the Central Bank of Eswatini, Dr. Philip Nisi, launched his month monetary policy statement, highlighting that the bank has decided to maintain the interest rate at 7.5%.
The economy is forecasted to grow by 4.7% in 2023 and 4.9% in 2024. The country's headline consumer inflation decelerated to 4.0% in August 2023 from 4.5% in the previous month. The bank revised down its inflation forecast to 4.93% from 5.55% for 2023 and 4.68% from 5.36% for 2024. The non-performing loans ratio for the industry currently stands at 7.3%. The bank has decided to maintain the discount rate at 7.5%. The bank will continue to monitor international, regional and domestic developments.
The governor also said the gross official reserve stood at 8.6 billion emalangeni, which is equivalent to an import cover of 2.7 months. Reporting for Eswatini TV News, I'm Samkal Suekoza with Simova Shongwe, Babane.
Well, with that, we take a quick commercial break. When we come back, the news continues, so don't go anywhere. Stay with us.
There's no price like the ShopRite price, which means you'll get low prices on everything you need. Like Parmalat M Daily Mass for only $29.99. And Sun Maize Meal for just $109.99. The ShopRite price, the price you can trust, always.
And your rewards card.
There are thousands of reasons to choose Spar with the Spar Rewards Grand Cash Giveaway, where you could win instant cash with your new Spar Rewards card. Plus, get amazing savings like Cross and Blackwell Tangy or Mild and Creamy Mayonnaise for $34.99 or Ku Baked Beans and Tomato Sauce. Buy two for 26 emalangeni. Win your share of thousands in cash instantly with the Spar Rewards Grand Cash Giveaway. Only at Spar.
Welcome back. You're still keeping it locked here at Eswatini TV. This is the news bulletin at 8, brought to you by Eswatini TV. The Eswatini TV held a training for all involved in the national elections broadcasting in order to broadcast quality elections. The training involved journalists and those from the marketing department.
The training was mainly preparedness for the secondary elections in order to reach out to all the regions and communities of Eswatini. Eswatini TV aims to quality broadcasting for the elections on the 29th this month. Journalists will be all over the country bringing live coverage of the elections as they happen. The Senior Communications and Branding Manager Nomcebo Malinga invited all viewers to stay glued to their screens and watch the elections till the results are announced.
An elections training program took place today at Eswatini TV, where the newsroom, as well as other departments, which include the marketing department and the digital unit, came together for a brainstorming session on how to improve and on how to make sure that the oncoming elections are covered extensively. We are making sure that we are going to be all over the country and making sure that we present news that is accurate and timely. We are also looking forward to our main voting, which is going to take place on the 29th of September, which are the secondary elections. This is a big one for the country, and it's also a big one for Eswatini TV. That is why the organization took a decision that we shall be live for 48 hours and more, and trying to make sure that we reach all the communities and as many Swazis that we can, to hear from them and to actually witness Mswati change their lives.
The special voting will be broadcast live as well on Tuesday the 26th. For Eswatini TV News, I'm Kian MCB with Smova Shongwe, Babane.
Well, with that, let's shift gears now into the world of business, where we take a look at financial indicators to give us a sense of how markets fared today in a financial report.
Standard Bank. It can be.
Welcome back, and now in the world of sports, we begin our sports roundup with the return of the much-anticipated Ngwenyama Cup that was absent for 2 years due to the outbreak of the COVID-19. This year's tournament will have a total package of 4.6 million Malangeni.
In our sports roundup with the return of the much-anticipated inaugural Ngwenyama Cup that was absent for 2 years due to COVID-19. This year's tournament will have a total package of 4.6 million emalangeni.
Ithi-ke kunene asite sibikele live, sibikele umhlaba wonke, sibikele tikhulu kwekuthi kusukela namuhla seyithi umsebenzi awuvele uqale lo emidlalo yongana lo ebhola uhlangane nemasiko yona siyawuva nasi sekuqediwe ukuthi asale kumbe mhlawumbe isonzele estadium iyohlangana nelive ukuthi kumbe mhlawumbe lelo langa lelo vele empeleni kambe sekawuba ngiliphi lelo langa lelo usho njalo ke Mswati omnyama kwabaluthulo odunga endaba empelebeleni Mswati bethe sidla besifaka umgobo nombondo awungena esigujini ungena amagabeni nesinyathi yethi izintabi yabalekela udlamadolo esinyathi unaphakathi ayithi
Minister for Sports, Haris Boronga, reminded the nation that the beauty of the tournament is how it joins culture with football.
Kuba khona kwalomncintiswano ngekubuka kweliso layo Ngwenyama kutalisita live kuthi lakheke nje sive lesihlangene sibe munye lele singathi phecelezi nation building. At the same time kutawusita leticuku leti hlangana kulomsebenzi weNgwenyama Cup ibhola kokuthi lizinga layo lithuthuke even.
Chief Executive Officer of Ncempetelo MVF Fund, David Mieni, who are the title sponsor, emphasized the commitment of the organization to keep on supporting the tournament.
Sibonga nje ukuthi leli thuba leNgwenyama Cup liphinze lisinikete indlela lapho khona singahlangana neMaswati sichazelane phinze siwasite nalapho khona sikhwama kufanele senabele khona.
Other speakers included the chairperson of the cultural competition, who highlighted that this year's package will have an amount of above 1.2 million emalangeni, while for football, the tournament's chairman revealed that the package will be around 3.4 million emalangeni for 106 teams. The tournament started back in 2015, and the current defending champions are Green Mamba. And in other news, Namibian national rugby team faced a heavy defeat in the ongoing Rugby World Cup in France when losing 96-0 to France. Defending champions Springbok of South Africa will renew their rivalry with Ireland when the two nations meet this coming Saturday. For Eswatini TV Sports, Fabiso Msonera, Mbabane.
With those sports news, we hit the home stretch of the news bulletin at 8 at Eswatini TV. But before we go, here's a quick reminder of news making headlines tonight. His Majesty King Mswati III says Mswati who are currently living in the United States of America should remember to go back home with knowledge and experience that will assist the Kingdom of Eswatini to develop in many aspects. The Minister of Public Works and Transport has challenged the Royal Eswatini National Airways Corporation to upscale income generating programs. And the Governor of the Central Bank of Eswatini has announced that the bank has decided to maintain the interest rate at 7.5%. Beautiful Kingdom of Eswatini, that's all we had for you from the news desk. We shall now cross over to the weather center for a detailed weather report. Do enjoy the rest of your weekend from us and the rest of the team here at Eswatini TV. For now, it's a good night and God bless.
And your rewards card.
There are thousands of reasons to choose Spar with the Spar Rewards Grand Cash Giveaway, where you could win instant cash with your new Spar Rewards card. Plus, get amazing savings, like 800-gram Nescafe Recoffee value pack for only $79.99 or 750-gram Nestle Cremora for just $49.99. Win your share of thousands in cash instantly with the Spar Rewards Grand Cash Giveaway. Only at Spar.